Hey, Kevin Tame here, and welcome to the Hacktivist. Today I'm going to be doing a little things different. I'm actually not going to be playing any Netrunner today. I haven't been playing as much Netrunner lately, just given work and various other things. So, the Soccer 9 tournament finished probably about a month or two ago, and one of the things that I had committed to was that I was going to for the person who won, I was going to create an alt art for them, and I decided that I would do it in the kind of same style of the other alt arts that I've made. And the person who won, oh wait, who won that? I have to look it up here real quick, but they requested that I make an as alt art because that's what they won with, so I'm going to look that up here just to see. So I have as here, and the reason I have Steve Cambridge up is you can kind of look here at previous cards I've made. Here's like Null, here's Haley, and Kate, and Gabe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be using them for reference because I've already created a lot of the components. I'll have to create custom ones for as, obviously, but like heads and bodies and stuff like that I can just repurpose and use. So I've got about an hour here, and I'm going to see how far I can get with it. I'm probably not going to be able to finish it all up, but we can see how far I get. So the reason I think Steve is probably the most similar, as has this kind of like wavy hair, and I might use a similar like hairstyle. I'll probably need to customize it a little bit, but the other big distinguishing factor obviously is the mechanical arm, so I'll probably use my previous Gabe that I'd created as a reference. I did a pretty simple arm here. Another person who has a mechanical arm is Adam, but it looks like what I did is I hid his arm because I don't like doing hands a lot of times in this kind of basic art style, and so I try and avoid it. Like, that was Apex. Let's see here. Yeah, oftentimes I try and hide their arms a little bit. Well, this I did her hands. That one took me a lot more time. Yeah, I did her hands there as well. Leela she had the gloves, so that was easier. So there's some mechanical pieces as well. But I think we're going to use Steve as kind of my base, and then go from there. So let's see here. So a lot of times when I do any type of graphics or anything like that, I use Adobe Illustrator, but I also use Sketch a lot for work, which we use for like prototyping apps and stuff, and doing like mock-ups. It's a really nice little program. I started building these arts in Sketch, and it's kind of hard I could export them out, but I've just continued to use this as my program, so we'll just continue using it for this. So I'm going to duplicate the page, and since I already have like the card structure already built and all of my my cut lines and all that stuff, so it'll be good to kind of go here. So the first thing I think I want to tackle is, so the interesting thing about as is his look, and specifically the face is a little androgynous, sorry. So it's very kind of feminine features, but then also masculine features at the same time. Whereas so if I look at for example, Kit would be a good example. She has more of like kind of a more feminine jaw, and Steve has more of like a rounded masculine jaw. So I might actually use one of my female heads to represent as. It might probably work better, but the hair is relatively similar, so I could probably just crop it from there. Okay, so let's one thing I'm going to do here is lock all my other stuff, because I don't want to mess with my link and all that kind of stuff yet. So it's going to be kind of because he already has stuff, so I'm going to be kind of deleting stuff out. So I don't need a backpack, I don't think. Let's look. No backpack, it's kind of like this vest thing. So I already kind of have like a vest structure here, which is an arms. So his arms are most likely going to be redone. But I'll keep him, I'm just gonna hide him for now. And then I'll probably start working on the vest. He doesn't have, he has his little like kind of this, so he has no beard for sure. So beard I'm actually gonna delete. I'm never gonna have it. He's never gonna have a beard. Neck's probably okay. Body's okay. Pants are actually pretty similar. They're maybe a little more black. And then we got this like belt thing, this work belt, which he doesn't have, so we're gonna delete that out. And he also doesn't have this eye piece, his glasses. Let's get rid of that. So typically, maybe the nose is another factor I use. Like for the females, I use kind of a lighter nose. That's gonna be a question because of his look is so feminine. Well, it's gonna be a combo. We're gonna kind of mesh it together a little bit, which I think will actually turn out pretty good. Eyebrows, eyes, we'll leave that. So let's actually see what a kit head would do. And we got kit, right eye, there's her head gem, her hair, specifically the head. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So we're gonna copy this over and see if his head is any different. So let me hide this head for now. Ooh, I want that hair, so I'm gonna probably have to bring that out. But let's just copy this. I brought her back hair too, kind of looks funny. Let's look. Let's take out that, where'd that go? Head, so it went ahead of all my stuff. I wanna put it into my art. Now let's bring this head back up. So it's about the same size. It's a little lower, so I need to bring it up. I kind of like, it's a similar smile. It's kind of an upturned smile on Az. You can see here, so I might use this same kind of mouth. And I might use Steve's nose though. Let's get rid of her hair though. Okay, so we have the hair, black hair mask we don't want. Let's bring this up to here. Well, that actually looks not bad. I need to do some fixing of this hair though. So let's go in here and pull it in a little tighter. I want this. And I want that kind of more squared off. So I need to bring this here. It doesn't need to be perfect because hair is kind of flowy and stuff. There's these nice little curls though, so I'm gonna need to switch up this curl so it doesn't look like Steve too much, but this is just kind of my baseline. I kind of like that because with the female face it kind of looks more boyish, like young boyish, which Az has that look. The skin tone is always going to be a challenge here. Az's skin tone is very dark. So let's actually start adding that because I like doing that early. Helps me. So the hard part about flat design with like skin color is it's very sensitive. Whereas if you look at Az's art here, it's more three-dimensional, so they can add shading and all of that stuff to really to mess with the skin color. Whereas for me, as I'm working on this, it sometimes doesn't look right. What's interesting though is there's a tendency to want to go lighter, which I think does disservice for Az's skin color. But if you go too dark, then it doesn't look right. It's off. So I'm gonna keep it there for now. The other thing too is when you print these off, the color will look a little different. So it's always one of the trickier parts. Az also has earrings or like gauges, which will be good. Let's do the lips here. And I think we're gonna go with a brown lip as well. Let's start off with kind of this base color, and then kind of just darken it up there. Yeah, that's good. Same with the nose. We're gonna start with kind of a base color, and this one I think we'll go lighter. I think I might use a Steve's nose. I think that might have been a better nose for this. Let's just bring it up here. Let's hide this one. How did I do Noel's? Let me look at Noel real quick. He has dark skin, so I did a little bit bigger nose because that's what he has. He has a more pronounced nose, but Az does not. Let's look at Kate's. Haley, these are all my female noses. I kind of use the same nose for all of them. And then my other, yeah, my guy character, they use this kind of triangle nose. Noi's got a smaller nose just because of his Asian features. This is always what kind of is one of the more challenging parts of the process, is trying to establish what is like the right colors and shape of their face. It takes a lot more time than you would think. Let's get these ears. I'm gonna probably rotate them a little bit. Oops. Let me escape out of that. Looks like Az has a little bit longer ears. And kind of this earlobe for this. We're gonna need a little bit of. Sorry, I don't want that. Let's do this vector, and I don't want vector right now. There we go. Need my pointer. Sorry about that. I thought the command was different. It's usually A, and it was acting a little funny. We're gonna go a little smaller that way. We're gonna raise these up. On the pencil. Where's my selection tool? So used to my Illustrator tools, I'm trying to remember my selection tools. So we're going to do a kind of a little bit more earlobe. Because that's what Az has. I think once we put the gauges on there, we'll be able to see it a little bit more. let's put a gauge on there just to do it. So O as the command here. I'm not gonna want a border. Yeah, Dan. I'm doing a. I'm gonna do all of the alt arts for the new runners. So, as is the first one, and then I'm gonna do Lat and Hoshiko, who is the next art. And now, I don't know if Nisei's spoiled her art yet, so. And we're just gonna do a simple black gauge. There's no other kind of like, oh, the goggles. Ooh. So who has goggles? I might borrow Kate's goggles. I might change them a bit. Okay. I kind of like that, though. Sorry, where did I put that? This left ear got messed up. I need to... I added a piece of right there that I don't want. I'm messing up my Illustrator commands with Sketch. And where'd I put this? This is still up top. Okay, so here's my oval, left ear. We're gonna call this gauge. And we'll, that's not left hair, it's left ear. Let's group that. Left ear. It's always good to label your stuff. Yeah, so Holly spoiled it in the Run Last Click. She talked about the new names for the new IDs. So the new names are Hoshiko is the new runner, and she also mentioned GameNet, which is a video game company for MBN, and Earth Station is the Wayland one. Okay, so I got my left ear. Oh, but now I'm stacked, so. What's going on here? I have a mask going on? Oh, my gauge is behind my left ear. Duh. Don't want that. Okay, so there's my left ear. We'll copy that. We'll create our right ear. And we'll do a little bit of flipperoo. Bring that over. I'll have to start fixing his hair too. That's kind of bothering me. I think that's a good start though. Let's get some eyes. Let's look at what Steve's eyes were. Oops, I have them hidden. We're gonna bring that to there. Those are way too far apart. The female eyes are a little closer together, I think. Let's look at Kit's eyes. So actually, Kit's eyebrows I like better too. Yeah, so let's borrow. So that was Steve's. Sorry, I get kind of messed up here with what is whose. Let's go steal her eyes. So we got a right eye and a left eye. I think she's pretty good template for us. And then let's hide. Where do we put the eyes? Let's hide eyes right now. Oh, those are a lot lower. I don't know. Obviously the color's wrong. I want to maybe bring them together a little bit. Let's center them. Oh, not like that. They're maybe not bad. Most of my characters, if you notice, I do a very wide eye. That's kind of more of like a flat design comic-y look. I guess looking like Kate would probably not be bad, right? Maybe I borrow Kate's eyes. Because Kate is the mother of this child. She should actually probably be my reference over Kit. Okay, here we are. So let's take those two out. They're probably very similar. I kind of really like this dark color eyebrows. I might start using that for the nose and mouth. What did I do for Kate? So Kate is a much lighter color just in general. She was tough because, you know, on the original art she's much lighter skinned colored than on some other cards and what she's apparently supposed to be. I'm not exactly sure, but I went with kind of a lighter color. That's what she appears on the main card. That's not looking bad. I might fix the nose. I think I might do something different with the nose. And then let's do this neck too. Steve was so light. He was so very light colored. It's almost like white there. Kit was another one who was super light as well. She's like kind of liking that. That's starting to look like Az. Let's borrow. So people who wear goggles. We got Kate. Noise. That's kind of more the square goggles, but Az has the round goggles. And let's see. He's got the fake eye. Null, nothing. Steve has that, but we don't want it up on Sunny. Oh, she has that weird funky one. So I think Kate's might be the best kind of reference to use. I might want to adjust them though. I don't know, they're pretty fitting. What is Kate's alt art? Netrunner DB. Kate. Oh yeah, she has very similar looking goggles as Az. Okay. I think we borrow them. Does not look like I did a good job of organizing her stuff. This is the problem when you don't organize, right here. Ugh. You know what it was? I remember actually working on this. And when I was working on this, I was trying to get ready for Worlds because I was printing these for King of Servers. And I was like rushed to get the art done. I like had to crank through it. I think that's just mostly the goggle there, and then this is... Sorry, it's not clean at all. It's that one. Let's bring that up. You have to be careful when I bring things up because it's at the top, so it's okay. We want to go there. And then I think these are all the pieces of the glasses. Let's see. Or goggles. Is it 2 G's? That looks right. Goggles. Don't know how to spell sometimes. Oh, I'm missing a piece. So I'm missing the centerpiece, which is right here. Here we go. Okay, so I got the goggles. I'm not going to keep them exactly the same. I probably want to tweak them a little bit. Or we'll see how far I get. Oop, that was below the neck. Let's put this above the head. Yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments here because it's not quite the same. The hair definitely sticks out, so it's up real high. And I'm going to need to bring the strap kind of down to there. Okay, I think I might keep them similar. I kind of like seeing a little forehead. You see the transparency of the goggle. But let's go in here and start adjusting these. I think we just want it straight to the head, to the hair. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Though that's pretty, it's a weird angle, right? Let's kind of maybe bring them up a little bit. Maybe not that much. It's weird if it's sitting up that high. How did I do it on Sunny? Because hers were up pretty high. Oh, I just kind of set it up on top of her head. Anyone have a other headpiece? She has that. We'll just probably do it like that. I think that's fine. Okay, now this piece. Let's bring it there. And given that the hair is kind of rounding, we're going to need to fix this. So what I got to do here is I got to add a point and kind of pull it out. There we go. And generally I'll go in and fine tune everything once I kind of get the gist. So that is a little bit lower. I'm gonna need to give Az more hair. That's really what this kind of distinguishing, like really curly locks. He doesn't have the shaved sides like Steve does, so you have to bring that'll add, I think, a lot more. But I think it's getting there. It's coming. This arm is what's gonna be a little bit of a pain, but okay. So we're there to that. We'll leave that for there. I'll come back and start working on the hair some more. Oh, and I actually want to... Az's hair is black, huh? It's kind of a brown eyebrow. So we're going to just do like a darkish brown. Or do we just go black? I think black's too much. It's not quite this right there. But it's definitely darker than Kate's were. Okay, that's good. Kind of want these ears up a little higher. They need to be out a little bit too. That's feeling a little better. It's amazing how just little movements can make a difference. So like if I lower the eyes, it starts looking like a different person, even if I bring the eyes up. The other thing too is right now the eyebrows are kind of high, and when you have the eyebrows high, it's more of a surprised look. When Az kind of has a like kind of a downward, like it's not a scowl, but I need to kind of rotate them in. I think if I rotate them in, it's gonna make him start looking angry. So it's like kind of this balance of like, it looks like one eyebrow is kind of raised a little bit. I think Noise might have had a raised eyebrow, so he kind of has that. At that point, his were much more pronounced though. Gabe's are real furry eyebrows. Hers are pretty basic, They didn't have any distinct faces. But I think we need to adjust the eyebrows. Do one at a time. Oops. Let me escape out of here. If I lower them a little bit, that actually has a nice effect. It's still very kind of innocent looking, when he doesn't look that innocent. We're going to do a slow rotation just to kind of... So if I go... Let's go to like 15 degrees. He kind of starts getting more angry looking. This would be minus 15. Oops, not minus, just 15. See, that's too much, I think. Let's go to 10. And we might actually lower one of them. Maybe I kind of keep one zeroed out. Nah, needs a little bit. Let's look here at his face. What's going to really help actually is the smirk too. I don't want to be that aggressive with it, I don't think. That's 5. I kind of like the 5 on that eye, but I'm not sure about this one. Let's leave it there for now. I don't know exactly what to do with it. He kind of has this thing. I don't want him to look too surprised looking. Like if they're too high, he's kind of like, ah, I'm surprised. Does anyone have a good smirk? He's got a nice smirk, actually. Noise has one too. Hackers love their smirks. Steve has just a jolly old smile. Okay, so let's actually still use the Kate mouth that I was using. See if we can smirk this a little bit. That's getting pretty good. Once again, it doesn't need to be perfect with the mouth. I kind of like that little part of the lip. Go a little more aggressive here. I don't love the color right now of the skin color. I'm gonna have to mess with that, but I think the general gist is getting there. His goggles are brown, so let's actually make that adjustment. Oops. I think I can steal this from off screen. Let's see. They're kind of like a brownish gray. I'm not going to get a good color off this though. I'm going to have to just guess. Actually, it's not bad. That might actually work. So we want to do oval. Oops. Let's see if I can select all these pieces. I like that. So one thing I don't do in my these flat designs is I don't do any of the holographic kind of stuff. So here's kind of like this blue. I wonder if I make these lenses blue, but I kind of like the clear white. I guess like kind of a white, smoky white color. Leave it like that for now. I think he's starting to look like Az. What do you guys think? Let's go to the clothing now. We're gonna have to come back to the head and stuff in a bit. But we got the shirt. And we can just steal this color. Let's just do... we're gonna be kind of like that color. Well, we want to be a little lighter, I think. It's more of like a bronze, like a goldy. I don't want to be too close to the color of his skin. I want it to contrast a little bit. Leave it there for now. And we'll be able to add a little bit of the design here. I try and keep it minimal still. I'm going to... Let's just add the arms to see what we got here. So we're going to need to move them. What's hidden? Oh, arms are hidden. Okay. So left arm. So first off, I don't think we're going to use... Let's just pull these out because we're not going to be... Those are gloves. Let's hide these hands. I don't think we're going to be using any of the hands. So we're going to be doing a mechanical arms, but I still need a shoulder because it goes kind of up to the bicep. So let's use these kind of as my base. Hey cat, how's it going? Oh, I guess those were different colored arms. I didn't even notice that. Let's just go skin color. Skin color is still... Thanks. The challenge here is, you know, Az has this, you know, feminine features and masculine features, very androgynous. Sorry, I keep saying that word wrong. So I'm mixing a little bit of like my old Kate stuff with some other characters as well. In the flat design, skin color is also very much of a challenge. So I don't want to mess it up. I need to get him a little darker, I think. Right now he's a little red. But it's a good start. Plus I also haven't been using this program in a while, so I keep messing things up. But I started doing all the arts in Sketch, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to need to bring these shoulders up. They're going to be kind of elevated arms. So I want to see as reference who I had done previously. So she had kind of an arm up. Let me look at all my poses. So let's start with Noise. Noise was, yeah, he kind of had this like arm thing from where he's working on his console. Looks like he's holding his headphones, but so there's that. And then let's see here. Gabe's are just straight down. Kate kind of has the arm up thing. He has this like, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that, like this. Oh. Looks like I'm messing up my green screen a little bit. Ooh, wonder how that happened. Give me a second here. It's annoying. We'll just take that off there. Take that down a little bit. Okay, that should fix my problems. Okay, so back to this. So Haley also, I just kind of mimicked her off of Kate as well. Null is down, Steve is arms crossed. The ladies have their hands. Did that on almost all of them. And then she's kind of got that arm up thing. Kind of like that. Similar. But it's this crossbody. I haven't done this crossbody. And it's kind of difficult because the crossbody works with like him posing sideways. So I got to think about how does he do this same thing facing all the art's directly forward. So like if he's directly forward, it's kind of in his face, and I don't want to do that. So I gotta like, but if I do that, it's kind of weird. Is he supporting his lower arm, I guess, maybe like holding it? Or maybe he just has his arm up, just a single arm up. I don't know, is there any other arts of Az that we can look at? So that's the... Here I'm gonna just do a little digging here. So this would be under... Yeah, those arms are gonna be tricky. This would be downfall. So here Az is... His skin tone is much lighter here. I don't think there's anything on flip switch, lucky charm. Nope. I don't think there's anything here. I don't think there's any. He's only on those two for right now. He's on some other cards in the next set, but I'm not gonna reveal those. Okay, so I'm gonna have to think through this one. So maybe I do kind of how Leela is, but he kind of works with his console. So maybe it's like a. Wait, sorry, here, get the screen. Maybe it's like arm off to the side, up, kind of fingers out, like so. Off to the side, I guess, and then. I think there's a few arts of him like. It's like working, like tinkering at tables and stuff like that. There's none of this like arm working on the console stuff. No, I can't scoop anything like that. Okay, so let's just start attempting something here, and we'll see how it goes. So I don't think I'm going to use those arms at all, but we might just start tweaking them. Also, what is it? It's the left arm. Okay, so it's this one is the... I might actually leave that there because that might be close enough to him working on his arm. But this arm is kind of... I think it's done. I kind of like how I did it with Leela, so I might steal hers. Left arm. What's this? Oh, I didn't do a good organization here. Oh, I had to move that one up though. So let's see, that's path. That's not good organization, guys. It's bad news. So that one, let's just put it here so I can see it, how it looks. This is gonna need to be a robot arm anyway, so I'm gonna have to redo it. And then Leela. And this. And it goes all the way up over the bicep too, so. Okay. That is definitely over. I'm gonna have to get these shoulders up, but maybe it is like a, does it need to be more out? Sorry, I'm looking at myself here. definitely needs to be out because it's not like a inside. Like, Leela's like punching. His is out. Okay, so this is gonna be. Actually, I'm gonna just rotate it first. I don't wanna. Where's my rotation? Man, I've not used Sketch in a while. It's messing me up. Let's do that. And this, like my forearm piece. So this is really funny. I've never done streaming while I'm working on art stuff, and all the tinkering makes me a little nervous. It's like, because I do a ton of tinkering, and it's kind of putting yourself out there, a little uncomfortable. So it probably needs to be out to like there. Is that where the arm would be? But then I need to bring this arm across. If I do out too far, it's kind of weird. This is why oftentimes I just go to hide the arm behind the back. But I can't because Az definitely has that out in front. It's like, check out my arm that has been worked on, what is it, 37 times? So I have to highlight it. I don't know how well I'll do crossing the body to like hold the arm. So this arm might just not be working with his mechanical arm. Because then I think it would look kind of awkward. Maybe not. Let's kind of just start shaping it a little bit. Let's give him just a fist here, temporary fist. Okay, so how is this arm shaped? So there's a bicep. So there's no bicep, it goes straight up to it. So it's like the cylinder type piece. So I think we're gonna go to like right there. How big is it? It's not actually that big. I'll adjust it correctly here in a sec. I actually want it a little bit bigger than the arm itself, so it kind of looks like it's tubular. And then it's real thin there. Maybe about that thin. Once again, it doesn't need to be perfect. Just kind of getting the... I kind of like the imperfections in it. The not straight lines. Perfectly straight, I should say. Now there's like this circle thing for the elbow. So this actually goes all the way down to the elbow. So this is longer here. I think this needs to be longer. Let's create a and then kind of does this like teardrop shape, like just, well, the forearm shape. So it's a little bigger than the joint. It's kind of, I'm gonna try and, yeah, I'm gonna need to do a curve to it. Actually, I don't like that. Oops, delete that. Ah. Delete that, I'd rather. We're gonna need to overlap this somehow. Okay, and then actually want to round that out, and then this one needs to be rounded out a little bit. Let's bring that in. I think that's looking okay. Probably gonna have to add some, obviously some details to this. That might be looking a little too small. I might need to kind of, looks kind of short. Generally the arms, when they go down, they should land the middle of your leg, I guess. So if this was straightened out, it wouldn't quite get there, so the arm's a little short. So I'm probably gonna need to come down to here. Kind of just extend it. Oop, I didn't want to extend it like that. This thing's gonna be much bigger, I think. Should have probably created the original shape more angled. Oh, I need that shoulder. I'm not gonna use that one. I will use this though. Let's do this. Okay, so let's clean this up where I'm at. So here's all my new stuff. This is, what do they call this thing? There's a name for this. It's this console, right? As arm console. And then his left shoulder. Let's call it left arm still. Well, I'll just put it under there. Oh, it's not under there. Let's group it. let's then move this into, it's going to need to be behind the body. So there. Oh, that's wrong. Left arm behind the vest. Left arm needs to be actually behind all that stuff. I kind of don't love how this is behind the vest. But it's okay for now. So then this, what do I do with this other arm? So that one's gonna be like this. It still feels it's a little short, it needs to be a little longer. The forearm needs to be longer. So I want to have it up probably above his shoulder a little bit. Maybe the angle, lessen the angle here, so probably need to come that way. But I'll work on that some more in a bit. I need to decide what I'm going to do with this arm. I mean, it could just be across his chest like that, or like around his belly area. That's maybe not bad right there, to be honest. I don't know, it seems a little off. It's okay, we'll keep tweaking it. Okay. Let's start working on this arm some more. So, do I have any fists? I like to reuse things that I've already done the work for. Well, Leela has those. She's holding the cup. Adam has no. Ooh, that's kind of a fist that I made before. I can twist it. Gabe, nope. Nope, she's on her little phone. Nope. I'm gonna use my Jeeves actually. His art is much bigger. Look at that hand. Huge. It's 90 degrees. Nope, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to recreate it. I thought I could get away with it, but I can't. Nope, okay. I'll wait on the hands. I don't like doing hands. I'm really bad with hands. So let's start adding some detail to this thing. I think I want to make it a little bigger. No, actually I don't need to make it bigger. We'll make it longer still. And then we're going to add this kind of bluish, maybe on the inside. See, we kind of want this like blue. It does have like a border to it. I usually don't do borders very often on stuff because I generally don't like them in this type of design. Only is a darker color. Let's send it back. It's kind of more of an oval, isn't it? That one right there is definitely an oval kind of shape. Let's do that. Where's my rotate? It's killing me. How did I do this for Gabe? What did I do for Gabe? So I did like distinct kind of colors. Yep. Ah, where is that? Let's put those down into right arm. Where are you? Way down here. It's handy. I wish sometimes it would drop right in the layer that I wanted though. Okay. Let's create this little like thing. It's getting there, but it seems kind of small. What are we doing on time here? I do have to get up early, unfortunately. My son is in camp right now, and so I have to take him to camp. I'm gonna need a way to join this, so I think I'll probably do some sort of this to be this color. The arm still seems a little small. Okay, so I've been going for about an hour. I kind of have to go to bed now, unfortunately, but you guys can kind of see how I kind of get started on doing these arts, and I'll just kind of plug away at it for the next few days. Maybe I'll probably do it during some work time. I can't really stream during the time, but hopefully maybe tomorrow night or another night I can get back on and work on tinker with these some more. I don't know if you guys enjoy this or something you guys like to see, but this is kind of my process and how I do things. It's probably not the best or the most efficient, but it's fun and I enjoy it. So those of you guys who want to create arts, you should do it. It's fun, and I think the Netrunner community really enjoys it, and it kind of brings life to the community. Anyways, so you guys can expect to see an as coming about, a lat, and then also a Hoshiko. Once that one is, her art is fully spoiled and stuff, then I'll start working on that one. But anyways, hey, thanks so much for watching, and if you guys have any questions or any comments, let me know. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you guys later.